Hi there, Yafid Atlas here, and here we are in Parshas Kitisa. And really, we've been through quite a lot. Not so long ago were we slaves in Egypt, and then we had the most beautiful, miraculous moment in which we received the Torah. And now, unfortunately, this week, we experience a very, very big low. Let's look at what happens. So Moshe says that he's going back up Har Sinai to receive the Luchot, the tablets, which are going to be written on them, the 10 Commandments. On top of that, Moshe is going to receive more depth and wisdom of the Torah in order to give that over to the Jewish people. Moshe says, I'll be back in 40 days. And what do? We miscalculate. And it's pretty ironic because all of the stereotypes about Jewish people include us being pretty good with our money, being accountants. It all includes us being able to count. And here we are in one of the biggest moments and biggest mistakes of the Jewish people. We miscalculate. So what happens is the Jewish people are waiting for Moshe to return. And he doesn't come back. And they start freaking out. What are we going to do? Oh my gosh, we're all going to die. If we don't have Moshe, we're never going to be able to connect to God. This is the worst thing ever. We're all going to die. And they freak out. They freak out so much. They even kill the son of Miriam, Moshe's sister's son, Hur, because they're so overwhelmed, they don't know what to do. And they're so concerned that they won't be able to connect to God anymore without having Moshe. And so what do? They create the golden calf. This is the famous sin of the golden calf. Now what happens is that Moshe comes back when he's supposed to come back, and he's holding those 2 tablets in his hand. Now before he comes down, Hashem gives him a warning. You're not going to like what you see when you get back. Now, Moshe still loves the Jewish people. He has full faith in them. But when he sees them dancing around that golden calf with music and excitement, he drops the luchot. He drops the tablet. Now, the question is 2 things. How could such great people, we just were taken out of Egypt with miracles. We saw God when we received the Torah. How could we have come so far? And why did Moshe break the luchot? After 40 days in order to bring them back to us, why did he break them? Now the thing is that Moshe saw something in the Jewish people that was really, really bad. It wasn't just that they were doing something wrong. It was what has driven them to that point, to what they did. Now, think about it like this. Have you ever been so afraid and so paralyzed by fear that you just don't know what to do? What would the future hold? Where will I live? What job will I have? How will I make money? Will I ever have money to buy a house in Toronto? That one, you don't need to worry about. You will not. But we are always worrying about what's going to happen next. And sometimes we're so paralyzed by that fear, we forget to live. And that fear makes us do the wrong thing. And that's what Moshe saw. That these great people that had just received the Torah and were on a high spiritual level, let their fear control them. And that fear led them to a huge mistake. And when Moshe saw that, he realized that they can't have the luchot. They can't have the 10 Commandments, because people that are driven by fear will not be able to accomplish anything. And don't worry, things get better from there. The Jewish people move on, and Moshe goes up again, and we get a second pair of luchot. But only after we realize that we need to take things into our own hands. We can't be fearful all the time. We need to move forward. We need to trust in God. We need to do our best, and God will do the rest. So next time you're worrying, what will the future bring? Just take a step forward. Just get started. Starting is the hardest part, but then you'll be closer to the good ending. Shabbat Shalom.